Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kayla here, and in today's video we're going to be making over the bedroom for Christmas, but I'm also going to be answering a lot of questions that you guys had. So sit back, relax. I'm just going to be talking throughout this whole video, opening up, answering some burning questions, and I decided to split the questions into 3 different categories. So first, I'm going to answer questions about our home, then I'm going to get into everything work and business, and we'll end off the video talking about personal things like my relationship and our family. So our first question is, what has been the most rewarding thing about owning your home, and what has been the most challenging? So definitely the most rewarding thing is that we are putting money into something that is actually ours, and seeing the transformations that we've done in this fixer-upper has been absolutely amazing. The most challenging thing I'd say was finally getting the keys to this house. It was such a journey, you guys, and I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but owning a home or just going through the process of trying to find one was just a lot. Okay, so our next question says, would you suggest buying an old home and renovating it, or do you suggest buying a new home? Well, this is a tricky question, but I would totally suggest buying an old home if you are a person who likes to DIY and you have a vision of what you want your home to look like and you don't mind making it fit into a mold that is already pre-existing. But if you're someone who doesn't like doing all that and you want to buy your house turnkey, that's totally fine too. Our next question says, your home looks great. Is it a forever home for you guys? So similar to our last question, we'd actually thought about purchasing a new home, like a new construction, but we definitely would have our hands in buying the land and figuring out the floor plan, choosing all our materials. So if we build, we want to still design it and customize it and possibly do a lot of DIYs ourselves. But in terms of this question, if this home is a forever home, it might be, maybe, is the answer for right now. If you would have asked me that, let's say a few months ago, I would have been like, no, because we were totally set on buying land and building something custom within the near future. But with the way the economy is and how expensive home loans are right now, and just the price of materials to actually get started on building a house, we've been thinking about ways that we can make this home our forever home. So we have plans of expanding the kitchen, turning the sunroom into usable space, creating a larger master suite with a really nice bathroom and a larger closet. Doing all those things, we feel like we could potentially stay here forever, and we have the land to expand, so why not? And to be very honest with you guys, the interest rate that I got on this home is absolutely amazing when you compare it to today's interest rates. So I think we actually would save money staying here and just expanding the house versus buying land and then, hiring an architect, getting all these new plans to build a custom house. But we'll see. Things could change. But right now, we're trying to find ways to just make this house work for us, because the whole reason we're thinking about building a home or this not being our forever home is because we're running out of room here. Okay, last question in the house category, and it says, what's the next project for the house? Okay, so you guys, we really want to get the office done. That's what you guys said you want to see next, and I am so sorry that it's been a long time coming, but we've just been saving up so we can get it done. We have the plans for it. We know exactly what we want it to look like, and I can't wait to share that with you guys in the new year. We've decided that that's when we're going to get the ball rolling on all of the new projects, and the office will definitely kick it off. No one asked this, but I just want to mention really quick what's left to do in this whole fixer-upper in case you're new or you forgot. So we still need to fix up our master bathroom and closet. It still has the old vintage blue tile. We want to change it up a bit. We still have to do the guest bedroom, give it an official renovation. All of the floors in the house need to be refinished because we started that process in the living room, took a break, and we got to pick that up soon. We want to do the entryway, expand the front porch, add a deck on the back patio, add a gazebo where we got married in the backyard, and then we also want to, I'm blanking, but there's one more thing we want to do. Oh, possibly expand the kitchen And there's one more thing. I can't remember, but yeah, all of that. It's still a lot. All right, now let's jump into the questions, all things work and business. So the first question is, do you miss teaching and do you think you'll ever go back? Yes, you guys, I miss teaching. I actually miss it a lot. Do I think I'll ever go back? I'm thinking about it. When the school is over, the school season is over in the summer, I'm going to look at jobs and I'm going to see what's out there. And I might not apply, but I just want to see and keep my options open because I wouldn't mind going back to the classroom for the fall season. In a similar vein, someone asked, has quitting teaching and pursuing YouTube/your online business paid off in the ways you expected it to? And it most certainly has. I never thought, well, no, I'm not going to say that I never thought, because when I did decide to actually quit, my YouTube was doing very, very well, and I hadn't quite yet started my online business. But everything has paid off better than I could have ever imagined. Like having this platform and being able to essentially work from home and start an online business, Sweet Masonry, it's been absolutely amazing, and I do not take that for granted at all. So I'm very happy that I took some time to pursue this. Since graduating from college for the past 5 years, I think it's been, teaching was all I've known. I've never thought about doing another job until starting YouTube. And so I have enjoyed having this opportunity, and we will see what the future holds. Our next question asks, have you considered a retail space or store for Sweet Masonry? And yes, I totally have. I would love for us to have a storefront, a brick and mortar place where you guys could come shop and I could make beautiful displays in the front window and all of that. I'm praying, and it's on my whole vision board, that can become a reality someday. Our next question asks, how did you find your vendor or vendors for Sweet Masonry? Were you able to purchase a sample item, or did you have a chance, or did you have to take a chance and buy items in bulk? So I always have the opportunity to see whatever I'm buying in person. Here in Atlanta, we have a thing called America's Mart, and it's where a whole lot of wholesalers come to sell their inventory, so you could find things from shoes and clothing, things for your boutiques, jewelry, home decor, gardening accessories, furniture, and you can purchase it from these vendors as long as you have your business license, a resale license, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's where I went, America's Mart here in Atlanta, to find all of my vendors. I literally scrubbed through the catalog because it's so many vendors there. It can be a little overwhelming, but I just tried to Google each one and see which one fit the aesthetic of the products that I wanted to sell. So our next question says, how long did it take you to build a good subscriber base to really start making money by vlogging here on YouTube? So I would say that it took a few months to really build a good subscriber base, and the qualifications to start making money here on YouTube, at least at the time, was 1,000 subscribers. And you also needed a certain amount of watch time before you could start monetizing your videos and being asked to join the YouTube Partner Program. So with some consistent uploads, it took me a few months to finally get my videos monetized. Our next question says, how did you find your office space? Is it cost effective as opposed to a home office? So I actually found my office space on Craigslist, believe it or not. I responded to the listing, and then I went to go visit it with my mom and my husband, and I loved it. Now, is it cost effective as opposed to home office? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm actually thinking about moving out of my office at some point and, having the business somewhere here on the land. That would be the ultimate goal, and I could save money by doing so. Okay, so that was our last question in the whole work and business category, and now we're going to move into the personal questions about relationships and family. Okay, so our first question says, being a young couple, how did you prepare for your life together? Parentheses, finances, dreams, college, mentally. So I think one of the biggest things that we did to prepare for our whole marriage journey was going to premarital counseling. Before this, I had never done counseling, and I really didn't know. At first, I was honestly really skeptical about it. I was like, okay, you want to do this? It was his idea to do it. And I'm so happy that we did, because it brought up a lot of things that we needed to talk about, like finances and kids and we've talked about all those things before, but having like some designated time to write things down and making sure we're on the same page, truly on the same page, before tying the knot, I think it made a huge difference. So our next question asks, would you guys ever consider living outside of the United States? And we totally would. I think all of y'all know, if I could move to Ghana today, I would be gone. Not seriously, but I would love to have property there. And I think Marcus and I have a passion to just visit as many African countries as we can before we make a final decision about where we want like our vacation home to be on the continent. In a similar vein, the next question asks, where's y'all next vacation planned? And it's so crazy because we do not have one. We do not have a 2024 vacation already planned and already booked. We have places that we would like to visit though. So this year for our anniversary, we decided that not this year, but 2024, we want to go out of the country. This year we stayed home and, just relished in the fact that we made it to our first year married, and really excited about that. But for next year, we want to either go to Tanzania or possibly, it's really Tanzania. That's where we really want to go. We want to go to Zanzibar. So if we can make it there, that would be amazing, but we don't have anything else planned per se. At some point, we also know that we'll be going to visit my best friend Mary. She's in Gambia right now, and we're gonna go see her and also go to Senegal. So those are just ideas, but right now, nothing is booked. All right, so our next question says, what does coping mean to you in regards to your miscarriage? And would you consider expanding your family? Do you still want to have a baby? If you would have asked me that question earlier this year, my answer would have been absolutely not, just because my miscarriage was very traumatic. And now, months later, do I still want to have a baby? The answer would be yes, absolutely. We still desire to have a family, a big family at that. We have opened our hearts to adoption. That's a possibility for us in the future. And we'll just see what happens. But we do know that we want children. And we'll be so over the moon when God blesses us with a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. We'll just be so excited. We're so excited for that moment, and I look forward to it. I truly do. Now, in terms of coping with the miscarriage, I'd say that in the beginning, my coping mechanisms definitely weren't healthy. But now I just try to cope by finding joy in the small things and just reminding myself of who God is and thanking Him for everything, through everything, and trying to restore my faith and remember the goodness that is God and just relish in all of that stuff. Music also really helped me at the time. I cannot tell you guys how many times I listened to Gracefully Broken by Tasha Cobbs. That is my song. And it's so funny because a few weeks after I miscarried, or maybe a month later at this time, she was coming to Atlanta on a tour at the Fox concert, or the Fox or whatever. And when I tell you, I cried the entire concert. I mean, it was such a good release. I screamed, I jumped up and down. It was absolutely amazing, and her music is what got me through, or one of the things that got me through on a lot of my bad days. Okay, so our next question asks, how did you find and pick Marshmallow? I actually found Marshmallow on Facebook, out of all places. And I think I was searching for dogs on Facebook randomly. And I saw this listing not too far away from me about these beautiful Bichon puppies. At the time, I really knew that I wanted a small dog, and I did some research on Bichons, and I read all about them and learned how friendly they are and how cute they are, and I was completely sold. So I reached out to her, and it was history from there. And our last question says, as the year comes to an end, how are you doing? First off, I cannot believe that this year went by so quick. Like, Christmas time is almost here. I remember last Christmas so well. Being back in those moments and having these new ones this year has been absolutely crazy. But I would say that overall I am doing pretty good, and I'm so thankful to be able to say it. So now, y'all, let's get into the final reveal.
The city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go? Santa, I'm waiting for him, but he's nowhere inside. And all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love.
Okay, you guys, so that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope y'all really enjoyed, the whole Q&A portion, and then also decorating my bedroom for Christmas. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.